Have you ever wondered what it really takes to make Agile work? Well, at the Global Agile Summit, we're bringing you real-life, first-person stories of Agile succeeding out there in the real world that will inspire you to take action. Whether you're a leader, a product innovator, a developer, you'll hear practical insights from those who've done it. They'll be telling their own stories from the stage. I'll tell you more about this at the end of this episode, so stay back and listen to the full detailed description of what we have in store for you at the Global Agile Summit. But if you can't wait, you can go right now to globalagilesummit.com and check out our full schedule. For now, on to the episode, but I'll see you at the end of this episode with more details on the Global Agile Summit. Talk to you soon. Hello, everybody, TGIF, and as they say, happy Friday. This week we have with us Marina Lazovic. Hey, Marina, welcome back.
Hey, nice to be back.
Absolutely, and this is our product owner episode. So, Marina, we'll talk about what great product owners do in a second, but before, let's dive into something sometimes fun, sometimes depressing, but nevertheless important. The anti-pattern. So share with us potentially the worst anti-pattern you've witnessed, a product owner anti-pattern you've witnessed in your career.
Ooh, product owners are my favorite topic. So let me try to find one anti-pattern. One big one that I found in some product owners is like not really being aware of their team's strengths and weaknesses, or their team, what exactly is their team, who does it consist of, what are the personalities of their team members, what are they good at, what are they not, what are they facing. So these maybe very soft skills that I think a product owner requires. Of course, that's not only that, but I see a lot of times product owners are not really understanding their teams. That's a the big issue that they're facing.
Can you give an example? Maybe you have a story in mind or something, but you talk about the product owner not understanding the team, not understanding their weaknesses, their strengths, but how does that show up in real life? Can you give us an example?
Yeah, an example is that he's not really aware of how much the team can be, complete, how much they can do. If the team has 3 junior developers and they really need a lot of support from their leads or from other more senior developers, they are slower in getting some things that they need a lot of support from the product owner, from understanding requirements and so on. So if the product owner doesn't really understand the skill set of his team, or it just doesn't have to be junior developers. He's expecting, for example, the developers that are skilled in one programming language or one or like doing mostly front-end work and especially in one framework. He's expecting them to really briefly jump into something else, So not really understanding what they are capable of, what are their skills, and what that leads to is having unrealistic expectations from the team, how much they can deliver. And those unrealistic expectations often spill into being the product owner pushing a lot of more work on the development team that they're able to handle. If the situation is like this, potentially junior developers that they cannot deliver so much so quickly, so many good solutions, they have bugs, they have a lot of things that are not really quality.
So what do we do then? Because this is going to happen sooner or
Yeah.
later. I mean, we know that POs are always pushing to get more stuff done. At some point, we will be working with a team that has more juniors than the previous teams we've had before. So what would you do in this case, Marina?
What I do, I go have a transparent conversation with my product owners. I try to have a regular catch up with product owners at least once a week to talk about all the things that we are noticing from each of our perspectives that's going on with the team, like how they're doing, what's going on, what problems they see they're facing. So I try to impose in a way or influence the product owners to really understand their developers, their team, as people, not just resources, that we have to deliver something, understand them. And I always ask questions to the product owners. Okay, why do you think this is happening? When they say, oh, okay, but they are not doing, like they complain, like they are not working on the priority items. It's taking them 5 days to complete a story point that they estimated to split a ticket that they estimated to one story point. They are just not fast out. And I ask him, why do you think this is happening? And I try to influence him to start thinking about his people, and we get slowly into that area of, okay, he realizes, okay, but maybe they don't have the skills, maybe they're not. So what I try to do is have really open, transparent conversations and a bit of guidance to the product owners to help them be aware of this skill. It's also a soft skill that a product owners need to really understand their teams so they can support them. So this is something that I found really helpful, like open discussions.
Yeah, absolutely. And bringing up the topic open, especially if we do it early, that's an important part, of course, especially if we do it early, opens up the possibility for the product owner to actually adapt to that, right? Like, oh, I've noticed that you expect the team to complete items, but they're actually just introducing Anthony, who is new, and they need to spend a lot of time with him to get him up to speed on the practices and the tools. So for the next 2 or 3 sprints, remember, we can't ask so much from the team because Anthony's here.
Exactly.
Like, just bring it up, right? And maybe the product owner has a different idea, but that's okay, because then we can have a conversation and we can reshape our shared understanding of the team situation.
Yeah, it's very useful to have these conversations for me with product owners, because each of us brings their own perspective, on the work that's sometimes clashing or different views, because we are looking at it from different sides. I'm looking at it from the process side. How is it working? He is looking at it from his product side. So it's very useful to have these kinds of discussions and compare our thoughts to find some kind of a joint.
Yeah, because they might have an insight we don't have. That's also
Exactly.
a possibility.
A lot of
right?
times. A
Yeah.
lot of times.
So, Marina, of course, this is an example of an anti-pattern, but there are also some amazing product owners out there. So share with us potentially the best product owner you've ever worked with. How did they work?
Well, opposite of this, the best product owners are the ones who have not only the product management skills, that is one part of their job or their work, to be able to share the goals, the visions, the strategy, motivate the teams in building a great product. That is one thing that's absolutely necessary. But I think what makes a great product owner is these leadership skills, which I really have worked with product owners that have these leadership skills, like soft skills, like empathy, and leading by example, being there with the team when it's toughest, sticking by the team, jumping in to support them when they are stuck, when they are lacking of testers, for example, people get sick. Okay, mostly product owners can jump in like into writing code or don't, because they were not really, even if they were, sometimes at some point developers, they lost, they lost their focus there. But what they can do is jump into testing, and wherever there's help, writing some documentation, whatever. So this
or
is
getting some answers.
Or yeah, that should, I'd say, be the basic thing the product owner needs to do. But of course, that can be also another pattern. But the best product owners are the ones who are there for their team, available, because most of the product owners they have just this one team, then this one product. And there's, for me, no excuse not to be there for your team and supporting, having their back when there are customers or some other management that are pushing, imposing more work to be done by the team, or expecting. So managing those expectations and keeping the team away from those distractions. So these are really good qualities.
And also because when the product owner is available, they are showing to the team what they want the team to be also, because they want the team to be available, to be supportive, to help the product owner, right? It is a two-way street. And by helping the team, the PO is getting that credit, that relationship credit that will allow the PO to then ask the team for whatever is necessary at the time, maybe changing a priority or including some customer feedback, whatever that might be.
Yes, absolutely agree. That's what I said. Like that leadership by example is, I think, one of the biggest assets if a product owner has that attitude and that awareness. That is something that's valuable so much for a team.
Absolutely. Marina, it's been a pleasure. We're getting close to the end, though. But before you go, where can people find out more about you and the work that you're doing?
Well, people can find me on LinkedIn. I'm always there, available for any kind of communication. Please be free to reach out. I'm also a Pro Kanban trainer. So if anyone is interested in some Kanban trainings, how to use Kanban with your Scrum teams also, not just pure Kanban. I'm also on the Pro Kanban website, listed as a trainer. You can find me there for Pro Kanban trainings, email, whatever. So LinkedIn, I'm always available.
Absolutely. And everybody, if you have follow-up questions or you have some thoughts or something you didn't understand, do reach out and get in touch with Marina on LinkedIn. I'm sure she would be delighted to give you more information or just answer questions, share a bit more about the stories. So do get in touch and get connected, because we learn together. Marina, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for your generosity with your time and your knowledge.
Thank you, Vasko. It was my pleasure. Thank you for this opportunity. It was very interesting to join your podcast.
Hey, friend, thank you for staying. Here is all you need to know about the Global Agile Summit. If you've ever suffered or know people who are suffering from agile fatigue, this event is for you. Agile fatigue is that feeling that settles in when we can't really see a light at the end of the tunnel. We get discouraged, especially when conversations revolve around the same old frameworks, the same old buzzwords and theories. We don't feel that energy anymore. Well, the Global Agile Summit is a different kind of event. We're bringing you real-life first-person stories of Agile succeeding out there in the real world that will inspire you to take action and transform the way you work. The Global Agile Summit will happen in Tallinn, Estonia, May 18th, that's the workshop day, and then 19th and 20th, the conference day. And Tallinn, Estonia is one of the most innovative tech hubs in Europe. The Global Agile Summit is hosted together with Latitude 59, which is kind of a citywide celebration of software startups and groundbreaking ideas. And we'll have a shared ticket for you to attend those events as well. So who will be speaking? Well, we've got an incredible lineup of thought leaders in software and Agile. For example, Clinton Keith, the person who literally wrote the book on game development with Scrum, and is busy bringing Agile to the world of game development. You must check his session. The very famous and well-known Jürgen Apelo, author of Management 3.0, will be talking and exploring about AI's impact on leadership. We also have Gojko Adzic, who's taking an unconventional look at the product growth with his lizard optimization keynote. Other speakers include, for example, Sven Dietz, who's challenging everything we know about software development by literally ditching contracts and estimates. Can you imagine? His teams deliver software before their competitors are even done with the contract negotiation. How agile is that? But there's more. We'll cover engineering practices in our developer track with talks on, for example, AI-assisted test-driven development, developing products in minutes with a different approach to how we develop, configure, deploy platforms, and much more. We also have a product track where we cover cutting-edge ideas around product discovery, delighting customers with product delight frameworks. We'll have a talk about that. And we also have an agile business track where we will talk about, for example, open strategy, a very agile approach to managing organizations and delivering software faster to clients, faster than you can even write a contract, literally. I mean, I already told you about Sven Dietz's story. It's amazing. It definitely is a must-see. I'm sure you'll be inspired and get a lot of ideas for your own software projects and software delivery. Now, whether you're a business leader, a product innovator, or a developer, you'll definitely find value in our 3 focused tracks. That's Agile Business for those working with businesses and organizations, Agile Product for product managers, product owners, and innovators, and Agile Developer for the builders, making Agile work in practice, the coders, the testers, the designers, the producers, the Scrum Masters, you name it. If you join, you will meet over 200 Agile professionals from all over the world. People who, just like you, want to grow, want to share, and want to learn by challenging the ideas that don't work anymore. At the Global Agile Summit, you'll get new connections, fresh ideas, and the energy to take your own Agile to the next level. And who knows, maybe even find your next career opportunity. So don't miss out. Check out the full program and grab your ticket now at globalagilesummit.com. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in Tallinn, Estonia in May. I'll see you there.